I hope it will. Okay, go down. Let's click load all. Awesome, it worked. And you can see that one first name, last name, the address, and the value. You get that data, all of that data here. And our last one was the type long, so you can get the type of get long. Okay, this will give you a long, and we are entering all of this data into a string buffer, so that is why it doesn't matter whether you are getting a long or int or whatever. It is just appending the data in a string, right? But when you are using that data for calculation purpose, like you want to edit, so then you will need the correct data, the correct type. So this was the thing. Okay, now let's make another entry. This time let's not enter any ID, let's simply enter the first name, and let's say Annie, Frank, I don't know, China, salary 30,000, and let's say insert. Awesome. What happened? Okay, now this was alright. So we are trying to parse a value that is empty, right? The ETID cannot be parsed, so it is supposed to crash. So we have to check the null values everywhere. We have to pass the -1 there. It is now not auto implemented. You have to pass -1 to make it auto implemented after that change. So I have to do it again. Alright, so I have to pass -1 here, and again any rank, address, channel, salary 30,000, and let's say insert. The row inserted successfully and the ID was 51, right? Load all. So 51 is any Frank China. If you want to update the address, let's say now it is not China, it is UK, and click update. Okay, some error occurred because the ID was -1. So there is no ID named -1. You have to make it 51. And now update. Data updated successfully, ID1. Well, it's not ID1, it's just one record was updated. And you want to see, yes, it is updated now. And if you want to delete the Annie Frank, then click on delete. Data deleted successfully, and the last record was gone. If you want to delete another record, just simply say delete, and the first record was deleted. Alright, that's it. All 4 operations were performed here. Let's revise what we have done. So basically what you have to do, you have to first create your main activity. Okay, we have already opened it. In the main activity you have to create the design, all of these fields, buttons, and a text view to display that data. Then in the main activity define your fields and all of that stuff. Now after that what we have done, we have created our DB helper. So DB helper extends to SQLite open helper. This is our database name, the version name. Then we have created the DB helper constructor and onUpgrade method. Right? In the onUpgrade method we are not doing anything. That's a complex thing to do right now for this simple tutorial. And we created a table, IDs, the column names. In the onCreate we create our table. We just execute the query. If you have another table, then you will create another query and execute that here. And we created open and close methods for opening and closing the database. Then we created the values, the methods for insert, update, and delete. And in the insert we pass the data through content values, right? And lastly, we have the method named cursor get all records, and here you can fetch all records. And let's create one more method. Okay, let's first finish the thing here. Now get back to the main activity, and in the main activity set your on-click listeners. In the on-click listeners, what you have to do, create the instance of your DB helper, my DB helper, and then call the method simply. So calling insert, update, and delete will fetch the data or will do the manipulation operations. Right? For data retrieval, we have button load all, and get all records is the thing that you have to call to get all the records, and we are fetching each column one by one. Right? Now what I was about to say here, let's create one more method, public cursor get data based on query. And what we will do here, we will pass our query ourselves. Alright, so return mydb dot raw query name left. Okay, so now this one will be very simple. In the main activity, we were calling get all records, right? We will call get database on query, and in our query we will say select star from mydb helper dot awesome. This was the only thing I left, so that I thought that I will not need it in the main activity. Table name, okay, don't need that. So select star from table name, but this time where mydb helper dot address equals to UK. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are only fetching those records where the address is UK. Okay, or instead of that you can use a like operator. So if you want to use like operator, then you can use it. The like operator is a little different. So wherever you find UK in between the text, it will find it. We will not use for like now, we will only use equals right now. So let's run this application and see what happens. Okay, so previously we have 4 records and 3 of them has the address as UK. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so load all. Oops. Load all, and it only loaded the rows where address is UK. Okay, if you want to search the query, or if you want to create a query based on these columns here, then you can also do that. Where you find the UK, it will be complex if I do this right now. So I hope you got the idea of the database from this one. Alright guys, so that's it for this SQLite demo. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. I will help you in that. Thank you.